13 people gather at the Washington Monument in Washington, U.S. A rally of American Muslims for Palestine calling a ceasefire in Gaza. October 21, 2023. Bonnie Cash file photo licensing rights acquisition Washington. October 24. Arab Muslim Americans and their allies are criticizing President Joe Biden's response the Israel-Hamas war, asking him do more prevent a humanitarian crisis in Gaza or risk losing their support in the 2024 elections. He wants him stay. More than a dozen academics, activists, community members and administration officials said many Arab Americans were upset that Biden did not press for any humanitarian ceasefire while Palestinians fleeing Israeli armament in the Gaza Strip were being killed. Growing frustrations could affect Democrat Biden's re-election bid. Opinion polls show this will be a rematch with Republican frontrunner former President Donald Trump. In the hotly contested Michigan, Arab Americans receive 5% of the vote. In other battleground states, Pennsylvania and Ohio, rates are between 1.7% and 2%, said Jim Zogby, president of the Arab American Institute. In 2020, Biden won Michigan with 50.6% of the vote and Pennsylvania with 50.01%. This difference was a difference of less than 81,000. Some activists have said Arab and Muslim Americans are less likely to support Trump but may opt out and vote for Biden. I think it's going to cost him Michigan, said Layla El-Haddad, a Maryland-based author and Gazan social activist. While Arab Americans condemned Hamas' October 7 attacks on civilians in Israel that killed 1,400 people, they said Israel's response was disproportionate and Biden's failure to condemn the ING led many to question his promise of a human rights-centered foreign policy. On Tuesday, U.S. officials joined the United Nations and Canada in pressing for an end to Israeli attacks on Gaza so that food, water and medicine can be delivered to Palestinian civilians. Policy change requests Abdullah Hammoud, first Arab American mayor of Dearborn, Michigan, home the largest Muslim population per capita in United States, condemned Biden's failure condemn Israel's threats cut off water, electricity and food more than 2 million Palestinians in Gaza. Nothing could have prepared us for the complete erasure of our voices and radio silence from those we elect to protect and represent us, he wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter. Our family members trapped in Gaza were ignored. Our calls for a ceasefire were drowned out by the drums of war. The White House has said Biden and other U.S. officials have repeatedly pushed for the release of Americans in Gaza, and on Tuesday Biden said it was not fast enough for aid to get there. Linda Sarsour, former executive director the Arab American Association of New York, told hundreds attendees at a Council American Islamic Relations event on Saturday that Muslim Americans should make any political donations contingent a change in policies. Many P.